Welcome back to Fun with Coins. In keeping with our theme, we're all about the red, white, and blue today. This is a really great coin because I know the guy that gave it to me. Back in 1999, I was the Command Master Chief of the USS Nassau. This is a very big ship. It has about 1,500 sailors and about 1,500 Marines. Well, the Marines come with their own Sergeant Major, and that's the equivalent of the Command Master Chief of the ship. And those two guys got to get along because we got 3,000 people who are going to be together for 8 or 9 months, and we got to work in unison. And this Sergeant Major on the deployment was one of the greatest guys. He ran his thing so good, and it was a pleasure to work with him. Then flash forward about 13 years, and I am in Bahrain, and I'm flying around here, and I'm flying around there. And I get the word that we have a pretty big base in Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti. Now, Djibouti is located off the Horn of Africa. It's a very, very important spot for us because it's a choke point right in that area. But I fly up there to see the Marines and the Navy guys, and here comes the Command Sergeant Major. I'll be darned if it wasn't my buddy from 14 years ago. He's like, RJ. I think his name was Tom. I can't remember exactly. And he puts the coin in my hand. I shake his hand. I get the challenge coin from the Command Sergeant Major. And all we did for the next couple of days was visit the Marines, say hey to them, tell them they were doing a great job, which was true, and tell sea stories about our time together 14 years ago. So this is a very cool coin because I know who gave it to me, and it's very, very special. Now, going to the back of this coin, it has the Republic of Djibouti, obviously, and Camp Lemonnier, and HOA for Horn of Africa. Camp Lemonnier is one of the most strategic, important U.S. military installations in the world. The U.S. military operations in East Africa, counterterrorism measures, intelligent operations, maritime security operations, and support from the Somalia, Yemen, and across the Horn of Africa. This is the headquarters for the Combined Joint Task Force, Horn of Africa. I didn't get it for outstanding performance. I got it because I visited the base, and that's one of the reasons you'll get this coin. It is kind of rare to get this coin. Being coined by a Sergeant Major is considered a significant recognition because it comes from one of the highest ranking enlisted men in the United States Marine Corps. Djibouti, Horn of Africa, Camp Lemonnier. Hi, and welcome back to Fun with Coins. Once again, we got the flag thing going on. This is a Chief's coin from the USS Ogden, LPD-5. I love it because it has some historical value. This ship is no longer with us. It was decommissioned in 2007, but in 2003, I flew out to the Ogden to visit them, and this is the Chief Petty Officer's coin that they gave me to commemorate my visit. So that's the Chief's coin. Now, on the back of the coin, we have the ship's motto, which is flexible response. The large anchors around the edge reinforce the ship's naval heritage. Ogden, LPD-5, is a amphibious ready ship, and what it does is it carries around Marines and all their equipment. Now, it won't be as much on this ship. It's a little bit smaller than the LHAs and the LHDs. Those are the ones that look like kind of tiny aircraft carriers. So this is an older ship. It was commissioned in 1970, but it carries around a bunch of Marines. It usually goes with the big ship with their bunch of Marines, and then there's also another ship, and that's called Amphibious Ready Group. And they can get somewhere pretty quickly and put a lot of Marines on the beach pretty quickly, and they can sustain those Marines for up to 6 months. So if you want a force delivered pretty quickly, you got these 3 ships with a bunch of Marines that can do it, and Ogden was part of the Ready Group. Ogden usually carries some launch landing craft, and those are big hovercraft. They may have 2, maybe 4 of them on there, and those things are pretty quick. Guys that fly them are called pilots. They don't even call them boat drivers. They're called pilots. They have amphibious vehicles. Those are little vehicles that can drive off the back of the ship and they go underwater for a second and then they pop up and head towards the beach. And they'll have a few helicopters. Ogden's been around a long time, made a lot of Western Pacific deployments, and as stated earlier, we decommissioned it in 2007. Okay. The USS Ogden coin has a nice combination of the Chief's Mess tradition, a specific ship identity, a decommissioned vehicle, and the historical significance of the Ogden. Thanks for watching. This one's really special. Once again, keeping with our theme of America's 250th birthday, we've got the American flag right in the middle of this one. This coin was given to me by the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, the 5th Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, John Hagan. And when I was in the Navy, when I was young, I was a senior chief. But I was the chief of the boat of the USS Portsmouth. Now all the other chief of the boats were master chiefs. I was young. And we had a big military ball, and all the cobs and all their wives took a picture with John Hagan. And there I was, little tiny Senior Chief Chapman, chief of the boat of the USS Portsmouth, standing next to the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. I've been in the Navy quite a while at this time, but I'd never met a MCPON. This is the highest enlisted leader in the United States Navy. And there's only one of them, and they serve for 3 or 4 years, and their anchor is a lot different. Instead of the Master Chief anchor, they've got 3 stars. They wear this on their uniform. And this guy, John Hagan, if you look at the front of it, it says 5th Master Chief Petty Officer of the United States Navy. I think right now we're up to either 16 or 17. So it's been a little while ago. John's still with us, by the way. Hey, John. On the front of it, he's got the cross. He's got the surface warfare pin, and he's got his parachute wings on the front of this thing. It says that he was the MCPON, get this, from 1992 until 1998. He did it for 6 years. He has to be the longest standing Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy ever, because that's 2 tours. What's really cool about it, it's engraved, and around the edges, it says, I gotta read it, John 14, be very sure your anchor holds and grips the solid rock. Oh my gosh. It's probably worth $1 million. It's worth $1 million to me. It's great to meet John Hagan, the 5th Master Chief Petty Officer of the United States Navy. Thanks for watching. Keeping with our theme, the American flag. This is a beautiful coin. I don't know who made it. I wish I knew the company, because this is somebody that you would like to have hired to make a coin for you. But the front of this coin, this is United States Central Command, or we call it CENTCOM. This coin was given to me by the Command Sergeant Major of the Army over there in Iraq at the time. And later on, you're going to see a ballot. It's in my office back at home. We took a picture of the ballot. And this ballot is the very first ballot from the very first Iraqi election after the war began in like 2003. And let me tell you, they were all excited about voting for who their leadership was going to be. And Jeff Mellinger saved me one of those ballots. And when I retired, about 4 or 5 years later, a box came to my house. And inside the box was the ballot and a letter from Jeff. Let me kind of explain this a little bit to you. Jeff is the Sergeant Major of all the Army people. And then we have a Marine Corps guy, and he's the Sergeant Major of all the Marine Corps people. Then we have an Air Force guy, and he's the Chief of all the Air Force. And then the Navy schmuck was me. So the four of us, we worked together a little bit, and we went to a few conferences together and got to know each other. And we also went to Tommy Franks' retirement ceremony. The four of us and our wives go to the 4-star general's retirement ceremony. And there was a lot of big stars there. Robert De Niro was there, and the guy that sang Donka Shane. And he retired in a huge sports complex down in Tampa. And the Army pulled out everything for him when Tommy retired. It was great. Now, the back of the coin says, it's presented by the Command Sergeant Major for Excellence. And that's from Jeff Millinger. I don't know what I did that was excellence, but I'm glad I got his coin. The rank signia in the center is the Command Sergeant Major. He is the senior enlisted Army leader serving at the command level of CENTCOM. Around it, they've got a rifle, they got a battleship, a tank, aircraft, and paratroopers. So kind of what I talked about earlier. The Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force, all represented on the back of this with the 4 senior enlisted leaders. This is intentional. CENTCOM is a joint command, meaning it includes personnel from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and today they include Space Force, and a lot of our coalition partners. This ship is different. This is the first one I've ever shown from an Army Command Sergeant Major. Let me get that right. And I probably got it for paying him a visit and saying hi to the troops. Being coined by a combat command senior enlisted leader is generally a significant recognition. So Jeff, wherever you're at, it was a pleasure working with you. And those are some tough times for everybody. A lot of things are going on in the world. You did your part, I did my part. Everybody did their part. I'll cherish this coin for the rest of my life. Thanks for watching.